Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Alex Ferguson.
How's it, guys?
You okay, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Alex is going to be doing Liberebil new car features here on Liberebil, while I focus more on modified cars for all of you. Alex is be taking a huge weight off my shoulders. Thank you, bro. And it will allow me to put better content out for new car videos, and it will allow him to kind of hone in on new car stuff, because I'm
grow into the role and figure out what the audience likes.
Yeah, I've been seeing some of you guys comment like, "Oh, Niyaaz, you're not showing us outside the car, you're not showing us enough inside the car, you're not telling us enough about the car." So I'm hoping now that with me behind the camera and with Alex presenting, there'll be more. He'll be able to show you guys a lot more here on the Liberebil. Gino, I and Chad are going to focus more on LA Customs now, and we're also going to focus more on Nanowave and new car modified car features and Kilani. So my hands is tied, guys, and I think this is a good way to diversify the channel as well. But yeah, anyway, Alex, enjoy yourself and let us know. By the way, I approve of Alex's description of cars before he puts it out to all of you. So I do go through what he says about the car before we actually film and shoot this, to make sure that I agree with some of the stuff. And if I do disagree with him on certain stuff, I will make myself vocal on camera, because I will be here filming him for now till we get to build a team for new car videos. So yeah.
Just wait until I get to edit, then he can't say anything.
Yeah. Anyway, Alex,
Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. We're here today with the new Land Rover Discovery Sport. Before I tell you any more about this car, please check out our sponsors, Nanowave. So this particular model that we have today is the D180 HSE. So that is the diesel variant that we have. It's a 2-liter, 134 kilowatts. And on the outside, there's not much that's different. I mean, we've got new headlights, new tail lights, both LEDs. This particular model has the optional extra color called Namib Orange, which I personally think looks stunning. So one other thing that we have here is the R-Dynamic badge over here. That means we've got the R-Dynamic styling pack. So we get a couple of little extras. I mean, we've got this dorsal, doesn't mean much now, but at night time it lights up, and I think that is pretty damn cool. So I know it's got a sport badge. That may seem misleading to some, seeing as it's only got 130 odd kilowatts, but yeah, is what it is.
So they're going to complain at you, Alex, because you didn't bring suitcases to show them how big the boot is.
You brought your camera gear. We're good.
He has changed the presenter, but he's still doing the same things again.
Okay, so it's got a decent sized boot. You can put pretty much anything in here. I mean, Niyaaz didn't bring his suitcases, but this gives you a good enough idea of what you can fit in here. Everything falls to hand. We've got a little bit of a storage bin over here. There is an option where you can get 7 seats, but this one isn't spec'd with that. However, we do, in place of that, get a full-size spare.
Bro, that's so dope. I'm sorry, that looks so sick. That's so rare. When last I featured a car that had like a big tire like that at the back.
One point to note is that if you do get the 7-seater option, you do give up the spare, which means you only get a tire repair kit as a replacement. So if you are going to take this thing off-road, I don't know what you'd prefer to take. So one thing we have here is an automatic tow bar. I think this thing can take 2.5 tons, but it does take its time to come out. I mean, Niyaaz, you can probably insert that SpongeBob meme here, is 2 hours later. So this car has electric folding seats, and by electric folding, I mean the release is just electric. It still has an element of manualness to it. So one good thing is they do fold all the way down, but you do have to come over here and click them into place. It's not clicking into place. What's it like in the back? I mean, we've got charging ports over here, both USB and a normal 12-volt socket, independent aircon controls. I love these. These feel solid, they feel premium, and yeah, there's not much I can fault on that. With regards to the storage bins, these are big enough they're not as big as the front ones, but you can put things in here, actual things.
Bring water bottles.
Yeah, especially when it's this damn hot and cold.
They're gonna say again, Niyaaz, you got a new presenter, but you're not bringing the water bottle.
I can put my arm in there, almost. Anyway, back seats also recline, which is quite a nice touch. I mean, you don't see this that often, but...
Right, Alex, how much legroom do you have? Because you're taller than me. The legroom test officially matters now.
I mean, this isn't bad. Headroom as well. I've got quite a bit of clearance on top. My head's... I mean, in my dad's SUV, I usually sit here and I'm inside the roof. And here, I've got enough clearance. I'm not actually straining to sit that low.
There as well.
Oh. The infotainment system is very easy to use, I would say. The only thing that I'd say was a drawback is the fact that some of these buttons you end up having to press 2 or 3 times, especially when you're driving and you're not always clicking the right stuff. But the bottom row especially isn't as responsive as you'd like it to be in a car of this caliber.
It is tiny. I think they could have actually made it bigger. You are right on that one. And I see they've also got that digital display thing in front of you with a dial in the middle, which is super clear.
Yeah. Clarity on this, and the fact that you can customize what you want here. You can decide, I'd like the maps there, I'd like the maps here, whatever you want. Okay, so in terms of driver position, I mean, you can adjust these seats any which way possible. You are going to find a seating position that suits you. I mean, I keep fiddling around with this, going up, down, backwards, forwards. You can puff the back up to fit and give you some extra lumbar support. A lot of the cars in this segment come with electrically adjustable steering wheels, but this one is manual. You can't really complain though, because it does have reach, height. It does everything it needs to do, I guess. So where exactly does this car fit in? In terms of its segment, it puts itself against cars like the X3, the Audi Q5, and the Volvo XC60. So with such formidable competition, what does Land Rover classify this car? Well, they've said that it is a luxury off-road SUV. So with that in mind, what's it like to drive? Well, I can tell you straight up that this is a very comfortable ride. And that's mainly due to the fact that it has sensors that constantly monitor your steering, your throttle, your brake inputs, and they adjust the dampeners up to 100 times a second to try and figure out what surface you're on, how it should be reacting, how soft, how hard the spring should be, that sort of stuff. And it definitely works. So the unit that we're in today comes with a 132 kilowatt diesel engine with 430 newtons. And it may not sound like a lot, but the fact that it has a 9-speed gearbox means that it is utilized very efficiently. I mean, this thing, when you are at 80 and you want to get to 120 on a highway to overtake somebody, it deals with it pretty quickly. But where this car really shines is on loose surfaces, gravel, dirt, that sort of thing. I'm a sucker for fast cars, hatchbacks, the big German saloons, that sort of thing. But growing up with my dad, he always used to take us on these family trips, and he had that old 2-liter Kombi. And he would pack the entire family in there, all the things that we needed to take, tents, whatever, shove it in there, and we'd go places. And he's more recently bought a Fortuner. So we've gotten into some 4x4ing, and that has made me develop a little bit of a soft spot for vehicles that can actually do things, go places. It's not just an A to B, it's more of a A to B with a little bit of a meander here and there. And you're not kind of limited by the vehicle's capabilities. It's more of like the driver dictates, oh, I want to go up there, and the car will listen to you. So as I said earlier, I think that's where this car shines. I wouldn't take it up the steepest of steepest mountains, but this thing really can hold its own off-road on a kind of medium grade 4x4 track. It doesn't get stuck, and when it does, it's able to get itself out most of the time, so it saves you from the embarrassment of getting towed out by the likes of a Hilux or anything like that. Does this car justify its 1.1 million rand price tag? Well, I think it does. I think it holds its own in a segment where there is quite fierce competition, largely because this Land Rover can go off-road just as easily as it can go on-road. I mean, this thing has a wading depth of 600 mils. It's not really going to inconvenience you, but the next time Cape Town floods, you can still drive on the roads to go fetch your meal from Wembley. You're not going to be inconvenienced, but you can also go up Matroosburg with this car. It knows no limits, really, and it can also do the school runs in the morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, subscribe. Alex is very new to the presenting thing. Dude, I think you did good on your first time.
Thank you. Guys, be kind in the comments, please.
You're gonna get much better, trust me. It's like I struggle with these new car videos, and what's cool is now I'm gonna get I don't have to script anymore, I don't have to present anymore. So that means I can focus a lot more on modified cars, and it frees me up a little bit more.
But I'm also willing to learn and grow with the channel. So
exactly, guys, the Land Rover Discovery has a few issues. Alex and I are going to work on scripting the content a bit better so that we can actually call out everything on these cars if we like and don't like. For one, the Meridian sound system, which I think we forgot to touch on, is really bad. I can't understand. Maybe this unit is faulty.
And this is the optional extra pack. You paid more for this specific system.
The sound system is really bad. Like, I'm talking bad on other levels. So yeah, probably I can honestly say one of the worst radios I've heard in the segment.
I mean, it's clear on the top end, but
it distorts any level of volume, and it's distorting. I think the system is faulty, so I'm not gonna hold it to this unit. If you have a Land Rover Discovery, comment down below. Let me know if you also have if you're also not impressed with the Meridian audio system. Check out Alex Ferguson on Alex's Instagram, and he'll also be doing social media posts on the Liberebil Instagram of this car now throughout the week. So if you see his face, don't worry, he's a new car presenter here on Liberebil. I'm going to be helping him for his first 8 videos. After that, he's going to be on his own. And
thanks, Coach Niyaaz.
Yeah, but then he'll be new, and he actually has a TDI that's SOD tuned. So yeah. Be free, be you. Liberebil
out.
Hello everyone, I'm Liberebil. Welcome to Alex Ferguson.
3, 2, 1.
So, the Land Rover, that's a good start.
Get moving.
Good start.
Move. I think drive the car.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be.
Q5. Fuck. I can't say that word.
You can.
Can you swear on Liberebil?
You can say, but I have to beep it out.
Okay.
Yeah, like George, have you watched Juliet Maguire?
Yeah. I know her personally. She's a nutcase. She's awesome, but she's a nutcase.
Yeah.
She's crazy. Anyway, now you got that on camera. Now you got dirt on me.
Yeah.
Sure. Drew a blank there.
Okay, I don't like that either.
We also need to ask if people want to see the rating sort of thing.